Hi. So I haven't been on in a few months, and that's okay because it's my channel. I'm going to do what I want and discuss what I want. Let's go. And first off, if my camera's shaky, forgive me. I'm holding it. I couldn't find the stand for it. Yeah, so coronavirus. Wow. Um, Unfortunately, I live in a very um, populated and tourist reliant town. Okay. Being from the Las Vegas area now for, God, 12, 13 years. Um, I worked for a few years when I first moved here, and it fluctuates. The business fluctuates here. We were in the house crisis when we moved here, and my kids were leaving home the last two, and, you know, they got into jobs that are tourist reliant. And one of them has been basically laid off until we don't know when. He is a bartender, barback, that he went to school for and joined a union and everything here because you need to be in some sort of a, I guess, service type industry to make some money here. You know, they do quite well in these clubs and the entertainment field for all you people that want to come to Vegas and have a good time. Um, Another son is relying on commission and large sales. He needs to make goals and everything, and without the tourist people and the regular customer now, because the regular customer has become, nobody's going shopping for frivolous anything. And today was my first time really out in the shopping. I hadn't experienced what people were sending pictures and putting up on Facebook, and um, I'm really upset at my community, um, because this is not something we should be doing. We should not be hoarding. We should not be clearing out the markets because we are biting ourselves in the ass here. Um, Everybody seems to be, we do taxes early here. And most people are on their refund money right now. And what they're doing is clearing out the stores of the most important items. We haven't been able to get toilet paper for a week. So basically we're on the baby wipes now, and that's okay. We're all walking around with nice shiny bottoms. Um, and we've bought plungers just in case the children accidentally flush a few. And here's the thing: I go into a regular market that I shop at here, Kroger, and as you come in, you're in the floral section, and then the deli and fresh vegetables and fruits and breads, and all of that was there. So we decided to go ahead and take a chance. Let's, if we don't get toilet paper, we don't get toilet paper. There's a shower in the house, and we can tolerate this for a while. Um, so as we walk through, we kind of got in a better mood because it just seemed like we were going to be able to do this and hang through it. And then I turned the corner to the meat aisle. There was nothing. It was white and it was empty. And of course, the fish department I expected to be shut down, but there was no hamburger. There was no. I mean, I make dog food. There were no gizzards, no organ meats for my dogs. Um, I mean, I can survive without meat in my diet. There's a lot of canned items I'll go to, frozen items I'll go to. But my husband works really hard as a truck driver, and we have to feed him a good meal. My son is 27, needs a good meal to work, but now he's home. We share a home because we purchased together for my mental illnesses along with physical illnesses, and I'm never alone, which is why we did this, because I was by myself for 10 to 14 hours a day, and I was losing my little dog at the time, and it was just not going well for me, and this was the best thing for us. And so we share a home with um, uh, my youngest, his wife, and two children. And thank God for them, because right now I don't want to think how I'd feel, because I know that this is going to end just like I've been through so many of these already. Um, I don't I don't I don't understand people. I don't get it. What are you doing? Why? I mean, for I'm not upset at couponers. You guys do that shit great. Good for you. I coupon very little. But the people that are diligent with it and they save money and they do stockpiling, go for it. I mean, you do your shit and you do it well. And there are religious storehouses here. There's a Mormon storehouse that I actually used for a short time when I first moved here because I couldn't get a job and it was very difficult. Like I said, housing crisis. Um, I went from making really good money to an $8 an hour job. And that was a kick to the ego and everything. But when you relocate somewhere, you expect to have to, take the heat and just do what you got to do. Anyway, so I turned the corner in the meat department. Is just there were some steaks, the ones that people can't afford, really. Um, few bacon, ham pieces. Um, no eggs, no eggs whatsoever in the store. Um, So as I turned the corner and I saw this, I started to have a major panic attack. I turned the corner so I didn't have to look at it. And as I turned the corner, I saw the frozen aisle. And it looked the same. And I don't understand it. We got to keep going for a few weeks here, guys. But everybody needs. If you don't need it, don't hoard it. Don't hoard it. You know, if you overbought, sell it for what you bought it for. This price gouging that is happening as well as you, I'm sick at what I'm seeing on Facebook and all the sale sites because I'm watching people put up stuff that they go and they buy and they hoard, but now they're taking advantage of people, and that's not right. My family works hard for their money, and I busted my ass for 35 years. I raised some really good kids who pay their taxes and who work hard. My grandkids are already paying taxes. Yep. Yep. And if y'all don't get out and vote this year, fucking kick your asses. Excuse my language. So anyway, um, we gotta pull together. We gotta make this right. This isn't something that you want to do. Um, People, you're sending us into a major crash is what you're doing. You don't understand what you're doing when you go out and you buy the stores empty. The next thing that happens is then we have a housing crash because you guys spent too much and the prices are going to go up because we can't get the stuff. I've seen this happen before. I lived through the 94 earthquake in California. Our house fell off the foundation. It looked like somebody had taken a hamster's home and just shook it really hard. That's what my house looked like. So I've been through this before. No diapers. I had a baby. No formula. I wasn't breastfeeding. I was a working mom. My boss called me to tell me to go check their store the morning of the earthquake because windows were busted out and people were stealing, and that is not where I needed to be. And I basically told them where to go, and thank God I had a girlfriend who lived far enough away where she brought us our baby's supplies so we could get through it. I had just been to Costco the morning of the earthquake and, had purchased frozen foods and fresh foods. And, that at that time in our lives, it was a $400 trip every couple of weeks to Costco, never mind the regular markets. And we lived to feed our children healthily. So, been through this, and it's fucking hard. And you guys just need to chill. Understand there are other people out there who need. I'm not in need of anything. Thank God. I am not in need of one damn thing right now. But I lost it in that market today, and my husband stood there and held me as I cried by myself. Nobody cared. Nobody cared that I stood there and cried because I was so overwhelmed. I'm gonna be okay. My dogs will get fed. The children will get fed. We will survive. I'm sorry for those who can't afford to get the things that we had to purchase today. A list would have been futile. Seriously, you had to buy and figure out meals as you went through. I got a lot of sandwich meats. Hey, the weather's changing, so that's okay. And, there weren't, there weren't onions. I mean, you could buy a humongous bag, but I don't go through that in my house, so there's no point in buying what I'm not going to go through. So many people are going to throw their food away. They're going to throw things away. We need to kind of chill out for a minute, reevaluate what we're doing, take care of our own without being nasty to your neighbor. And if someone you know is in need, try to help them. And if you're one of my friends and you need something, give me a holler. I've always got a good meal sitting, even if there's no meat in it. Tonight was quiche. A little gourmet meal because that's all I could. The cheese was a very expensive block of cheese, let me tell you that. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy that we can get the things a little bit more expensive because we're not struggling that bad. We'll see in 2 weeks how things are. Oh, and we were the last school district to close down. So Nevada waited till the very last minute because we know what that does to our parents who work oddball shifts and who are now having to, not everybody's sitting at home. Those few, that are having to go to work, like in the health industry and all that, these kids don't have anywhere to go. No school activities. Um, they just shut the Wynn down. They'll be closed on Tuesday. That's a big hotel here. Once one hotel shuts down, then they'll be following suit with the rest, I'm sure. So, hey, buy some plane tickets to Vegas. It's pretty cheap right now, even if you can't come for a couple months. Guys, I hope everybody's doing okay. And I just needed to get some of this out. So, sorry about the face. Blah. I just got out of the shower because it's been a rough weekend. So, alright. Take it easy. If you like the video, hey, I don't care. You know, it's not about likes and shares and, mean comments right now. What it's about is taking care of your neighbor, taking care of what's in your backyard, Try to be just caring about your next door neighbor and your friends. Try to be compassionate with people out there. We're in this together. Even if you don't care about another country, our country's suffering. We need to care about each other right now. And this is nature's way of saying pull your shit together. You know, a whole couple generations didn't get to learn the things that we were taught in school because of budget cuts and things. How to wash your hands was something that was very important to us in school. Doesn't seem to be. I mean, now it is. But it wasn't for a long time. So, you know, take care. Be safe. Try not to argue. And we'll get through this. We always do. We're human. And we'll survive. So, you guys, peace.